talk a lot. Listening to Beethoven, Mozart, and Bach. Now I'm kissing on the spot.
Welcome. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? Oh, you guys are too kind. Oh, man. You guys are so kind. And I greatly appreciate the applause. I do. I want to welcome you to the second edition of the After the Game podcast, a pilot podcast from the good people over at Hoss Nation Networks. I want to give a special shout out to the people over at Chocolate Moonbeam. If you need your spices, lotions, and or body butters, go over to the good people at Chocolate Moonbeam. Me, myself, I don't use lotion. I haven't used lotion in almost 5 years, and that's because the people at Chocolate Moonbeam make such great products that I would be a fool to put Lubriderm on my body. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my team, my school. Let's get into it. It's not going to be a very long episode. I just want to talk about, first we're going to talk about JV. Yeah, give it up to JV, man. JV did some things that nobody thought they would be able to do. There was some talk about how, we was going to lose anyway. Don't think the forfeit is not a real thing because, losing was on your horizon. And I told my team that. And my guys, they responded. They didn't like the slander at all. They didn't appreciate it. First thing out of one of my players' mouth was, how can they say they better than us and they never played us? I said, that's a good question, sir. Then another one of my players say, well, if they want to live off a forfeit, you go right ahead, coach. Hence why, and I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm going to go and power through it. They my favorites, man. I'm sorry, man. They are my favorites. They my favorites because when it's time to play basketball, that's the only thing on their mind. My varsity team, when it's time to play basketball, they looking for lotion to put on. They trying to put T-shirts on, making sure their shoes match. They make sure that the lapel of the shoe is matching the blue of the jersey. Just a bunch of prima donna shit that I really fucking hate. I hate pretty basketball players. I do. Because I feel like you're going to play how you look. If you look ugly, you look fucked up, then you're going to get out there and you're going to play ugly and you're going to play fucked up. Now, when I say fucked up, I don't mean that you're going to be out there just turning the ball over and doing a bunch of dumb shit. What I mean is you're not going to care. Only thing you're going to care about is getting the job done and making sure that your team wins. And that's what my JV does. So we had 3 away games. We went over to Enterprise, smacked them up really good. Really, if Enterprise's big fella would have made half of those shots that he shot, we probably would have lost. They couldn't hit free throws. They couldn't hit baskets. We caught them on the day where they couldn't score. So, that's nobody's fault, but They're on. I know, my bad. I'm watching this Lavelle Crawford shit just came on, and I guess his son is opening up for him, which I think is kind of dope. He gave him a quick joke, let him open up. That little nigga was nervous as hell. Anyway, went to Enterprise, got that win. Then the second game, the semifinal game before we went to the championship, it was against Legacy. And this was the team earlier in the beginning of the pod when I was saying that they were talking crazy and saying we weren't supposed to be there and be happy you forfeited because you was going to take an L anyway. So I don't normally pray, but I took time out of my day, few of my days. I got down on bended knee and I prayed to the basketball gods. I say, look here, B guys. I say, look here, B guys. Look here. I want them. Give them to me. I'm asking for them. If they out there, please let me get a shot at them. And obviously, the basketball guys was like, say less. Shout out corporate. Say less. On God. So we got him. We got Legacy at Legacy. As soon as we get to the gym, first thing we see is that shit talking AD. And first thing out of her mouth is, hey guys, how y'all doing? I took that as disrespect. She showed us where our room was. That's the only thing I didn't take as disrespect. I promise you. Everything that woman said and did that had anything to do with basketball, I took as disrespect. Like, something as small as like putting the names in the book. I took that as disrespect. Girl, don't put my names in the book. I don't need you to do nothing for Detroit Premier Academy. I don't need you to do nothing but roll the balls out and get out of the way. Damn it. And again, Legacy's a good team. They have some good players. They got a big three like we do. Well, we kind of got a big four. But they had a big three like we do. But one of their big threes had an emotional breakdown. I don't know if it was before, during the game. But I noticed that he was doing a lot of crying after the plays. So I told my guys, go at him. I don't give a damn what you... I put one of my guys in, number 23. I'm going to try not to say their names because they're kids. I'm just going to call them by numbers. So I put number 23 in and I said, look here, I don't care what you do. Just go in there and bother him. Whenever he's around and he going for a rebound, just jump into him. Just jump into him. I don't give a damn. You got 5 fouls to give. And we're going to make sure you use every last one of them. If they don't call it, then they don't call it. Man, that shit worked like a charm. 23 is jumping into his body. Every time he go for a rebound, he just crashing into his chest. Number 7 jumping up like, man, ain't nobody gonna call him out. Oh, go on, man. He just running into me. All while he doing that, we going down on the other end, laying that thing up. And the coach at Legacy, she didn't want to take him out. And I understand he's one of your studs, but your stud is a dud right now. She didn't want to take him out, so she didn't want to take him out. I said everybody to his ass. And then once he became depleted and was no longer a part of the game, we started working on number 11 because he's an emotional motherfucker too. So I used these kids' emotions against them, and their coaches wasn't smart enough to call a timeout. What you mean? I did use the emotions against them.
I know, but you ain't supposed to say
Why not? The game's over with. That's how we won.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with me saying I use their emotions against them.
No? Okay. I don't know.
Because if one of my players was emotional like that, oh, come sit next to me, Hoss, till you calm your ass down. But they didn't do it, so they end up losing. And the championship game was at Regent Park. Now, Regent Park is a very formidable opponent. They had a point guard that was pretty much all world for them. I think he had 23, if I'm not mistaken. 23 of the 31. 37? Yeah, I think he had like 23 of the 37. And once again, he missed maybe 8 free throws. Man, he makes 5 of those free throws. This is a different ball game. But, I'm uber glad he didn't. Because by him missing the free throws, got us the championship. My JV team is a very special group. It's a real special group. And I'm hoping that I can keep these guys together until they leave, until they're 8th grade. Because if I can keep this group together until they're in the 8th grade, then we are going to have some things to say about Walton and them winning it every damn year. Because I was just told to me no less than 5 minutes ago that Walton Academy has been a shoo-in for the varsity basketball championship for the last several years. And reason being is because these kids play all year round, which reminds me a lot of myself when I was growing up, because me and my high school team, we played all year round. Summer league, we playing together. In the spring, we playing spring ball at Reach. Then we got the season during the winter. All 4 seasons, we playing together. And that's something that I'm going to implement into my system at DPA. I have to find a way. I have to find out. This summer, going to be a very busy summer for me. I intend on coaching some camps. And also, I want to put this AAU team together with my JV squad. And so we can get into playing together and things can start becoming seamless. I don't have to call plays because these guys have been playing with each other so much that they know their next move. So that's one of my goals. So done with JV. JV won their championship. Congratulations. Big win for JV. Shout out Coach McNeely. Coach McNeely and the JV squad did their thing. So now let's talk about varsity. Once again, I'm not going to say any names because these are children that I'm talking about. I'm going to try. Emphasis on try. And not describe them in an adult manner because they are children. All right. But with that being said, my JV underachieved. Not JV, I'm sorry. My varsity underachieved this year. They didn't play up to their potentials. They played to the level of competition. And if competition was above their thought level, not their actual level, if the competition was above where they think they are, they're already defeated. They are already defeated before we even throw the ball up in the air. Because look how big they are. Look how fast they are. That guy can't be in the 8th grade. He got to be 17. all the shit that just makes me, Ooh. So I try not to beat them up about this because this happened to me once. I will admit. It happened to me one time. This was during the prep spotlight era. And I think I was maybe in the 10th grade or something like that. Because the year before that, I was ranked 154. And I felt the way about that. So my 10th grade year came and I got ranked, I want to say 31st. I was 31st in the state. And the guy that we were supposed to play against, he was 11th. And when I saw that, my mental was all fucked. My mental was gone. From that point on, I was no good to anybody at all. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I seen that number 11 and I looked down to my number 34 and I was like, dang, this the guy we got to play? He in the top 20 of the state. And my teammates like, and? What does that mean? So what? That don't mean that I was no good after that. So we got whooped. A lot of it was my fault. I wasn't even trying to play. But I learned a valuable lesson that day. That it really doesn't matter what your ranking is. It doesn't matter what people think about you and your team, because all that can be shut up once you roll them balls out. Once you throw that ball in the air and it's time to play, all them rankings and shit go out the door. That shit don't mean nothing. You could be number 1 in the country and still get your ass beat. So that was the first and last time that I let something like that happen to me. And I probably should have told this story to them. Probably should have. One of my players said, "We don't practice and we don't have no plays, so how are we supposed to win?" And I understand what he's saying, but this is very narcissistic stuff to say. It worked for JV. The same system. The same system that you harken about that you don't think is any good. We just used it on the younger kids and that worked. But you can't coach everybody the same. You know, everybody don't respond to the same things. And I've been expecting my varsity to respond like my JV does. I'm thinking maybe if they see how JV approaches the game, then they will, pick up from that. But I don't know why I thought that, because JV, the younger guys, it's not like varsity is playing this way and JV has something to look at. Varsity is not looking down at JV for inspiration, if you will. So I'll take responsibility for that. I should have approached them in a different manner. Not necessarily coddling them, but just coaching them differently. So I'll definitely take responsibility for that. But that's all I'm taking responsibility for. That's all I'm taking responsibility for, because at some point you got to go out there and you got to perform. You got to put the ball in the basket. You got to stop somebody from freaking scoring. You got to have some pride when it comes to playing this game of basketball. And if you play prideless basketball, you're going to get beat by 40. And that's what happened to us today. First round of the playoffs. And I'm guessing maybe Walton was the best team in the conference. Because I know we was the 8th seed. We had to be the 8th seed. And the number 1 seed did what they supposed to do to the 8th seed. They beat us 56-17. Anytime the varsity play a team that they think is better than them, they're not scoring no more than 17. 17 is the tilt. They didn't score 7. They only scored 17 against Warrendale. They only scored 17 against Great Oaks. They only scored 17 against Walton today. And we play some schools do 20-minute halves, some schools do 18-minute halves. We only scored 17 points in 32 and or 40 minutes. Just thinking about that is just so bad. You mean to tell me we can't score 20 points in 40 minutes? But it's a learning experience. I did learn a lot. I learned that I can't build my team based off kids that I like or kids that I'm fond of. I, from now on, must base my team upon if these guys can play. Because I had entirely too many guys on the team. And I love them. I love them dearly. But they know they can't play. But I still gave them a shot because I like them as people. And I'm never doing that again. Ever. It's not about me liking you as a person. I can develop a like for you. That's how fake I am. I can develop a like for you. Especially if you can play. Oh shit, I'll find something to like about you. But I'm never doing that again. I'm never doing that again because I had at least 3 spots on my team where they could have been for people that could actually help us, you know, and not just be there because you made the basketball team. Now this is going to be like an accomplishment and a milestone in their upbringing, which is good. I'm glad that I was a part of. Milestonage in these young men's lives. But I'm trying to win games. I'm trying to win championships. And you can't win championships bringing in people that you like or putting people that you like on your team because you like them. No. Nope. Can't do it, won't do it. Learned a very valuable lesson. So, the basketball season is over.
I wake up and teardrops, they fall down like rain. I put on that old song that we dance to and then I head back to the track.
The girl season is probably about to start next week. I'm delegating that job. I'm tired. I need a break. I have a teacher certificate that I have to get, and I don't think that I'll be able to do the girls and study in an efficient capacity. So I'm going to delegate that to my assistant coach, make him the head coach, give him all of the whatever comes with being head coach, whatever money, stipend, whatever the hell comes with head coaching. You got that, cuz. But have fun this year. Everything that I wanted to do as far as boys basketball, I did it. I wanted to win the championship. I wanted to start early. I wanted to build some type of culture. And I wanted to win the championship. And I checked all three of those boxes. So I appreciate it. Any and everybody that's listening. This is the pilot episode, so y'all let me know how it is. I'm just tired, y'all. I don't really. I had a direction that I was going in, but I'm tired, man. I'm about to take these clothes off, put my feet up, crack my toes, and go to sleep early so my girlfriend can talk bad about me. Because that's all she do. I go to sleep early, she talk bad about me. But yeah, man, y'all be smooth. How y'all be smooth? And and shout out to my son, Aaron Maxwell. He had 12 points. Marshall just won another game. That's their fourth in a row. Congratulations, Marshall Redhawks. And we're going to leave you guys with the smooth sounds of 2 Chainz and Saha the Prince. You guys have a great day. Be smooth. How y'all be smooth. This has been another episode of the After the Game podcast with your host, Coach Maxwell, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Horse up.
Hello?
Hello?
What's good?
Hey, it's Sci-Hi.
What up?
Yeah, nigga. You got my girl out there, nigga? What? I heard about you out there, nigga. Y'all ballin', nigga? Alright then, nigga. You better bring me some money, ho. You just gonna act like you forgot about me? Hey, listen. Hey, nigga, you better bring my bitch back.
Whatever, bro. Okay. Boy, you just a regent. Quit crying about that bitch and go and get yourself some Kleenex. Now Hershey a meat eater, man. We call that bitch a T-Rex. You must be on that E, cause you soft is my secret. Just for hating, I got your hoe on the boat on the coast of Key West. We just sipping on this VS during recess. Flew her out the country, so you can't call her on no BS. I think I'm bigger than I am. I should wear a 3X. I'm a player. I should be on ESPN in the GS. I could've hit him in his jaw, but I didn't out of respect. So I wrote this letter and I ended it with you niggas so